This is Slipstream. Slipstream is a rock school, what they call a classic these days. So there's the walkthrough there. It's the genre is grunge, which is a type of 3-chord heavy punk inspired rock. I'm sure you can have a look at all the suggested listening here. And the way it works is you've got a lot of flams in general, and it starts with a bass, flam, bass, flam, and then you got more of the same, and then your crash cymbal here, more of the same, and then you got a tom 2 and a floor, or a mid and a floor tom, bass, flam, crash, and then you enter this groove with big, dirty, open hats. Crash, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare. So it's the hats are on the crotchet, and where you see the line here, they're quavers, and you continue pretty much more of the same. This is a fill. It starts with a flam, tom 1, and then mid tom. Then you enter this right section where the snare is on the 3 and, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. So it's on the 3 and, that snare drum. So it feels like it comes a bit earlier, and it really does. And it continues on, more of the same, just a crash cymbal there, more of the same, and then you've got actually a tom 1 with the ride on the 4 and then you got more of the same, then you've got, I'm pretty sure there's a floor somewhere. So there's snare on the tom 1, and then there's a floor with that one, that's right, on the 4 and then you just have a bit of a pause here with the 3 and 4 with the crash snare, with the tom, floor tom and the snare. Then you're in this kind of stripped down version of a little, it's not exactly a drum solo, but it's just a flam, 2, 3 and rest, and 1 and 2 and flam, bass, and then you got a crash snare, and then you're in this, you're sitting on the tom, the floor tom, and then you got a bass on the, so 1 and 2 with the basses there, and then you got a floor and a tom 2, and then more of the same. That bar is basically a repeat of that. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. And then you got a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you got a crash snare and 2 and 3 and flam, and then you pretty much return to how you started the groove in section B. Then you go back to the ride cymbal, such as you did back here, and then you do a snare drum on the floor, and then 3 and 4, and then rest. That's a minimum rest, equivalent of 2 crotchets. You got a crotchet there, and then you got mid tom and floor, 4 and crash, rest. And that's the walkthrough by me. There's a walkthrough by Rock School as well, if you want to have a listen to it. There it is. Always useful, I suppose. Better to listen to it though. This is how it works.
Slipstream. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.